Hey beautiful people, this is Brian Anthony with a second video update for his Indiegogo campaign to become a sound healer. Specifically, I'm trying to get to Switzerland this summer for a 2-week intensive course in a practice called Tama-Do, an academy that's based out of Malibu, and they're going to offer a 2-week intensive course of their level 1 certification that I'm really wanting to get to. Now, I wanted to take just a brief moment, if you have just a couple of minutes, to explain to you exactly what it is I'm going to be studying, because obviously that's probably relevant if you're going to be investing in my future. And I just want to first start by saying I am so incredibly grateful to everyone who's given me, personal support, monetary support, anybody who's just been fascinated and asked me questions about this. It's really kind of helping carry this momentum of being passionate. This is the first time in my life I think I can honestly say that I have found a life path worth pursuing with everything that I have. And it's been hard because I'm working a lot and that kind of thing, so I'm trying to do my part behind the scenes, so everything that you guys can contribute is incredibly helpful. So I just wanted to tell you a little bit about what's going on. So I said in my last video, I'm a musician. I studied music at Humboldt State University, and I was classically trained in music there. And as much as I loved my experience, I had some life struggles I was going through, and also it wasn't quite there. It wasn't quite in the heart for me, what I was studying. So it's been a number of years since I left that school, and just recently I've been really trying to find out what I want to do that will be of service to humanity and to us, and also that will hopefully allow me to use my passions and my natural talents to do that. So I found something. At the end of the last year, I found a book, and with the help of my mother, who purchased it for me, she bought me this book called The Tao of Sound. And this is written by Fabian Maman and Terrace, who are the founders of this practice. And in this book, they explain in depth about the practice. But the first part that I read was about this experiment. Now, back in 1981, Fabian Maman decided that after being a professional musician, and then also after studying Chinese medicine, specifically acupuncture, he wanted to see what happens when living cells are introduced to acoustic sound. And what he did is he got his hands on something called a Kirlian camera, which is something that was invented by the Russians to take energetic photographs of cells. So what you're seeing here is this is essentially a small pool of blood cells, and the photograph is taking a picture of the energetic frequencies, the light frequencies that you can't see with the naked eye, or at least you can't see with the naked eye under a microscope. So almost like infrared, if you know what that is. So he's taking these pictures, and what he's doing here is he's playing a musical note for each one. Now, he used only acoustic sounds. This one he actually used the human voice. And when he played this note, these blood cells turned these colors and started emitting this light. Here's another picture. So each one of these pictures represents a different musical note or tone that he played with a different kind of instrument. Now, what he found was really fascinating. He found, this is his most important photograph, what he found is that when a particular note was played for a particular set of cells, now this was different according to each human being that these cells came from, he found something called a fundamental note, and that is that the cells of this person reacted most strongly to one particular frequency. And they turned this amazing indigo, vibrant color and just started radiating this energy. Pretty awesome. So obviously I'm reading this and I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I want to know more. So I called down to Malibu, and I spoke to Terrace. And Terrace encouraged me to come down and take one of their courses during a weekend. So I did. I went down and I took this course that was offered over 2 days called Musical Spine. And what we did is we used tuning forks along what are called the bladder meridians. Now, in acupuncture, there's different energy meridians that run through the body that are associated with different organs in the body. Now, along the spine, there's 3 different bladder meridians, three different lines of energy, and we worked on the second bladder meridian along the edge here. Now, what Fabian found, so after Fabian had done this experiment and found these awesome results, he spent the next decade continuing to study, acupuncture energy points, and then he studied which harmonic tones, which musical notes, which frequencies most strongly opened up the Chinese acupuncture points. What he found is that the human body basically vibrates. Everything vibrates, right? But what he found is that each one of these points vibrates at a different frequency, and when you find the harmonic match to that, using acoustic sound, it opens up that point and allows healing to happen, because essentially most disease is a result of blockages in our energy systems, both in our physical body and our metaphysical body. So what we did with the tuning forks is that we found that Fabian found that each point along the bladder meridian, so there's bladder 11, 12, 13, there's a particular musical note. So C for bladder 11, the A note for bladder 12. So we use these tuning forks, these steel tuning forks, and we'd strike them and we'd put them on that point. And it was amazing. It was really amazing to kind of feel what happened, because you can actually feel the vibration going down the meridians of the body, and you can see where it stops. So you use your senses, your finger, to kind of feel where the vibration goes down, and then where it stops, and then that's the next point you go to with the tuning fork. And there's more to that. We also used light as a part of the practice, and I was just blown away. It's an energy practice backed by science and physical results, and it was just, I'm almost speechless talking about it. So, anyways, I was really inspired, and they told me there's this 2-week intensive course where I can just dive in and get my level 1 practice or certification done, so I can move on to level 2. And then hopefully get certified after that, because I know that this is a really potent healing practice. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm going to Switzerland. I've already bought my plane ticket, so I'm going to be in the country of Switzerland no matter what. So hopefully I have enough money to do this practice. And your contributions are going to help me fund the tuition. Is basically all expenses paid. So they're going to cover my housing, my food, the practice, everything. And then a little bit more for just the travel expenses. So that's what your contribution is going to. I am very passionate. I'm very I stand behind this work, even though I have so much more to learn about it. And the work is going to be incredibly life-altering for myself personally, because it also incorporates this new understanding of my body. Part of the practice is actually doing a form of Qigong. If you know what Tai Chi is, real slow movements, but there's this practice that's part of this called Dao Yin Fa. And as the healer, you do this every morning to open up your own body and open up your own acupuncture points, and there's musical tones and color that are associated with each movement, and it's just a beautiful thing. And there's so much to be able to tell you in such a small amount of time. But I just want to thank you so much for watching this video, and please share it. If you're not able to make monetary contributions, I just appreciate anything you can do to help support me. I am very, very grateful. And finally, I wanted to offer something to all of my local Chico folks that are making donations. I really struggle with this. I wanted to be able to offer some kind of incentive for donating, because I really want to give something back. So the best thing that I can offer is that for anybody that makes a donation that's local in the Chico area, or at least local in California that I can reach easily, I'll be offering free treatments once I really get going with this practice. And you know, depending on your level of donation, I mean, realistically, I just want to give this away to as many people as I can, you know, that are helping me through this. So, again, I really appreciate all your support, and I'm really excited to take this journey. Just remember that, you know, investing in this experience for me is not just investing in an experience for me, but it's investing in me becoming an instrument of service so that I can help our community heal and help us all kind of wake up to a better us. So I love you all very much, and thank you for watching this video. Have a great day.